This has been a pretty challenging season for if you're a Giants fan. Every once in a while, they get 3 games in a row. You think, okay, these guys who look like they should be pretty good are finally getting it together, and then things fall apart. And so we're one of the worst teams in baseball right now. And faith isn't getting us too far down the road. But the recent situation with the 4 Giants relievers putting graffiti on their caps as a protest against pride activities and the baseball teams celebrating LGBTQ people, that's like a whole other level and makes me feel like I don't want to go to a Giants game this year again. I could take the Giants relief pitchers at their word. They think they aren't overtly expressing something about queer people that feels like hate to them. I accept that they weren't feeling hateful when they wrote the Bible quotes on their baseball caps before a game celebrating Pride Month. They imagine they have beliefs based on their religion that they are upholding. And so they think, hey, this is a free country. My religion says gay people are sinners. My baseball team said I should show my acceptance of them by wearing a cap with a rainbow on it, but I don't believe that being gay is really acceptable. My team shouldn't force me to express something I don't believe in. I should be able to express what I think. I've heard some version of this free speech argument applied in lots of contexts. Important political people right now are trying to make the argument. I've heard it plenty of times from high school sophomores in my English classroom. In every case, this free speech appeal expresses the desire to say or do something denigrating, insulting, excluding, or hateful about some other group of people, in this case, queer people. That's what they are asking for. While progressive people have arguably addressed this issue in politically ineffective ways, leading to the whole wokeness political cudgel, the basic point is still true. There's a difference between expressing your opinions on public policy, advocating for political candidates, or arguing against a cultural trend, and then stating that you think certain categories of people are less worthy. Yes, the Supreme Court's opinions defining the limits of the First Amendment do allow for blatantly racist, sexist, or homophobic statements. But for the 4,000th time, the First Amendment protects people from government intrusion in their speech. It does not protect a person from being called a racist, sexist, homophobic, ignorant asshole. And it doesn't prevent the baseball team from saying, hey, you need to wear your uniform properly, and we're not into you denigrating some of our fans by somehow implying that they are less worthy than other people. Anyone who defends the very mid-relief pitchers on the Giants' right to express their views is either very naive and ignorant of the law or hateful themselves. I sometimes contemplate the notion that the proper response to people like the Giants' 4 mid-relievers is compassion. They are ignorant or unaware and become more aware and compassionate with proper education and guidance. I guess that's true for some of them. Usually, an out gay sibling or friend can do the trick. But as a political matter, it seems obvious at this point, given the last 18 months, that the real solution is just winning. There really are more people who believe in inclusion, diversity, and equality for all people than those who believe the opposite. We should feel comfortable loudly booing people who believe the opposite, whether or not they understand the hate underlying their rationalizations. If I go to another Giants game this year, it's going to be specifically to boo these guys if they manage to get out on the field.